Hello to my beautiful friends, and welcome back to Stardew Valley. I hope everyone is doing splendid today. I am. I've had a lovely week for the most part. Had a little bit of a cold, so I had to spend some time resting, but I am feeling right as rain now and good to go for the most part. Some seasonal allergies and all that fun stuff. I want to say a special thank you to everybody who commented on the last episode that I had. Our first episode, I guess you could say. I really appreciate it, especially those of you guys who answered some of my questions, who responded with the special word I told to put in the comments. For anybody who was awake or aware at that moment, thank you very much. You guys are so sweet. I do appreciate you greatly. Oh my goodness. So we are, but wait. Oh, my dog ran. I thought my dog teleported for a second. I was like, you were just over there. So we've got our very first potato today of the week. Have we got some potatoes already? It looks like we've got a couple of those, but I think we can sell this one. We still haven't gotten our bundles activated yet at the community center, so I have no idea what we're actually going to need to do or hold on to for those. But we've got our little chickens doing splendid. Ollie and I believe this one is Eggy. Yeah, Eggy. I'm pretty sure that my little sister had a chicken named Eggy at some point when she was playing. I think it was A Wonderful Life. I believe that was the one. I think I talked with you guys about that during the last episode when she had an animal pass away in the game and got really upset. I know it sounds heartless to be laughing, but we look back on that story as like a funny memory now. But hey, games are serious. I'm sure some of you guys have had like an animal in a game or something happen in a game before that made you like extremely emotional. I know that I have. I don't know what the most emotional thing was. Maybe when I accidentally deleted my Animal Crossing town. I did that once. It was I believe it was in the 3DS version, and for some reason I thought you could start a new one without overwriting your old one, just to play around, and I didn't realize that wasn't something that you could do, so I was only extremely heartbroken. Come here, little Dougie. There we go. Gorgeous. So, like I talked about last time, in this playthrough of Stardew, I'm going to try and get as far as I can without buying anything from Pierre, because, he is, he's the devil and all that. So we're going to have to rely on seeds from the land and also from the traveling cart. That's why I have that nice little alert up over there, the to-do list in the left-hand corner of the screen. Beautiful. Just so I can never forget a traveling cart. I'm going to do my best. I spent the last few days playing Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm working on my romancing of Shadowheart. If you've not played Baldur's Gate, it's a series that I really, really recommend, although I think Baldur's Gate 3 is the most accessible one. Wait, did I just... Is that a plant that I think I just found a plant. Hold on. Like a decor item. Yeah, I just found a house plant. Okay. I'm really excited about that, actually. Let's see. I probably should have gotten rid of my watering can, but that's fine. Oh my goodness. So exciting. Let's try. Let me see. Is that going to blow up that earth crystal? It does. I didn't know if it would, so I went to test it out. Those are eventually easy to find. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate. I'm in Act 2, if that helps. But don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything here. I've just been having so much fun going through it. I love the modding community for Baldur's Gate. They are a wholesome bunch of people. making only the coolest mods. No lewd mods at all. Nothing inappropriate. I would never install a lewd mod. What are you talking about? I feel like, I think it's, yeah, I talked about this last time, but I feel like the modding community or the modding world is such an insane group of individuals, an insanely cool group for the most part. There's always some questionable mods out there, but for the most part, I think they're incredibly cool people. I love the idea that someone is playing a game and they're like, I love this so much, but you know what would make it better? If Sonic was wearing a dress at all times, that would just make it so much better. I remember you were trying to get me to use that mod that put Sonic in a dress back when I was playing Adventure 1. I still have plans to stream Adventure 2. I know I've been cutting back on streams a little bit. I'm trying to kind of, I don't know, figure myself out, I guess. Figure out my flow of things. I realize sometimes when I do a stream and it's like, you know, 5-6 hours long, I get pretty tired afterwards. And yet, when I do a short stream, I don't feel super accomplished, I suppose. I guess I feel kind of guilty, if that makes sense. I'm sure you know what that feels like. When you do something but you don't do it long enough or in a great enough capacity, and then you're like, I feel really inefficient right now. It's kind of what I go through, I suppose. I feel like I'm caught between a couple different ideas of what I want to do with my life, my channel, my career, existent or non-existent that it is. It's confusing for sure. I know a lot of you guys have really interesting jobs or interesting things that you're passionate about. I love hearing it. What is that item? Is that... Did I just get... You may have heard Momo meowing in the background, I don't know. But I just got an ancient seed. Wow, that is really lucky to get this early in the game. I'm really excited about that. Oh my goodness. I feel like usually it takes me a lot longer. Do you think we're gonna find a prismatic shard this early? Maybe? Come on, game. Give me good luck. So we got the fairy that blessed our crops, and we got the seed. I'm really excited about this. Oh my goodness. If I get the prismatic shard, though, I am 99.9% sure that I want to take it to the desert to make to get the ultimate little, well, as ultimate as we can get for now, weapon instead of donating it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Gotta be careful. I recently did a stream playing Mario Party with my friend Booker, also known as Chinchilladas, and some others. Uh-oh. And it was a lot of fun. I'm trying to be relaxing while oh my god. Oh my holy shit. Oh, stop. I'm sorry. Relaxing thoughts. Holy crap. Oh my god. That was so many at the same time. Why were there so many at the same time? I was like, this is just gonna be the most relaxing stream ever. And then I'm like screaming like, holy crap. That's so many. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a great night. I swear, you guys. This is gonna be an interesting seed to play. I always forget that Stardew has seeds. What is going on with this floor? So many of these guys. Holy crap. Okay. I'm gonna... What floor are we on? We're at 18. I'm almost out of energy, so I might not be able to make it to 20. I was doing good for a minute. Okay, one more? One more? Can I get some easy stairs, please? Oh, easy stairs right there. Okay, hold on. And yes. Oh, I got a ring. Uh-oh. You know what? I can get more earth crystals. I can get more earth crystals. This is fine. This is fine. I like my magnet ring. I want to wear my magnet ring. Where are you at? There we go. Gorgeous. Okay. Let's go to this floor. And then let's get the frick out of here. Oh my god, I came so close to dying. That was extremely painful. I thought I was gonna start screaming. That would have not been relaxing at all. Oh, Demetrius. Hello, Demetrius. I like his design in this because he looks like he's from Coraline. Hi, Robin. They're great. They're a good couple. I feel like Demetrius is very serious. Are any of you quite serious people? I'm very unserious for the most part. I feel like I'm a little goofy and a little maybe too jokey at times. Vincent. Oh, the bookseller. I forgot that that's something in the update. The bookseller. What are these questions? What are these for? I don't know. I haven't met the bookseller before. It's nothing I've ever done because I haven't played this this update before, so I'm really excited to experience them. I wonder what kind of books they sell. Oh, Harry, I'm acting like I can go over to Gunther, but I think you might be closed. So let's go put some stuff in our box and we can probably sell a couple things. Can I make a furnace yet? Let's see. That's the charcoal kiln. Furnace. I need 25 stone. I think I've got that back by the house. So we'll go take a look and see if we can do that. You know what I thought would be funny is if one day I sat down to record and I accidentally streamed instead. I feel like that's a very Fushi pilled thing to do. I feel like inevitably one day I will make that mistake. Furnace! Yay! Also, I want to test something. So I do have... There we go! I have the automate mod on where it should naturally start doing stuff with anything that I put in there. If I put like a maker next to it. So it should go ahead and just process that for us without any additional work on my part. I think the only thing is I will, let's see, give me just a moment. I'm going to take that out because I need to give one of those to Gunther. And that. Do I need to give anything? I can bring the geodes to the blacksmith. And then I can decorate with that. Perfect. Look at us making progress. Where do we want to put our plant? I think I want to put it on our porch. Wait, I think it transformed into a mushroom when I put it down. We won't be able to see it in the dark, but we should be able to see it in the morning. Let's go to sleepy sleep. Combat level up. Yay. Now I can make a sturdy ring and some bug steak. Also, I did want to ask, I put... You may definitely have noticed, but I put a vignette around the stream, oh my gosh, I have streamer brain on the last video, and probably on this one too if you're watching it. Rainy day. I wonder if you like the way it looks. I thought a little complaint that I always feel like I have when I fall asleep to somebody playing a game or another video is it's always too bright. Everything's always super duper bright. So I tried to make it less so. Oh yeah, let me get my chicken food. Hold on. We gotta feed our babies. So that would be, hold on. 1, 2. Yeah, look at the mushrooms. So cute. But yeah, I put a little vignette because I thought it would make it easier on the eyes. But if you don't like it, feel free to let me know. Da da. Oh, can't collect that yet. Can I make it through the chicken maze? Let me see. I might not. I might have to go put this back. Hold on, I can't get past the chickens because I can't pick that up. Let's drop off the watering can. That'll fix the situation for us. There we go. I like the spooky sounds that happen on rainy days. They're like, very spooky. There we go. I don't want to eat the egg. Oh, I can't pick up that one, I suppose. Hi. Hello. Hi, little babies. All right. I'll come back and get the next one. I'll drop off my eggs. I think I was collecting some of them for a possible bundle. No, not currently. I'll just collect some later. I should start giving gifts to people, but I'm not sure who I should give gifts to. Who should I try to impress the most? I feel like I fail at romancing people in games. I think romance in games is usually the least exciting part to me. It's what I tend not to be as invested in. Anyone else like that? You play a game and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, you're gonna love this part with so and so, and you're gonna love this character and this romancing." And I don't know. I never have any interest in romancing characters. I like talking to them, but I feel like I'm so much more of a loner when it comes to that. I love friendships, but I don't think I'm an insanely romantic person. Maybe because friendship is so much more laid back and romance is so much more intense. Maybe that's it. But truth be told, I'm not really sure. Garbage bread. We definitely would like some garbage bread. Hi, Shane. Like, I've never vibed with the character of Shane. I know he takes a bit of work and that he's not super nice, and I know he's got some vices, but he always just came across as so unkind. I never really took the time to get to know him. And I know that's like my own personal skill issue. There we go. I love his design, him being a mummy. It's so cool. I love mummy characters. I know I've talked about it before, but when I was little, I had the biggest obsession with like ancient Egypt and pharaohs and tombs and Tutankhamun and all that fun stuff. When I was little, I was trying to learn hieroglyphics. And by that, I mean I had one of those child books that's like, hey, the hieroglyphic for the letter A is like a bird and B is like a feather. It totally wasn't real, but I thought it was super cool. I used to get bullied for it a little bit too. I do distinctly remember that, of like other kids being like, that's the weird girl who has a book with like dead people in it. And I'd be like, no, you don't understand. They're mummies. They're so cool. And I would still get picked on relentlessly for it. So if you get bullied, it's okay. I'm gonna come back to him because I'm gonna open up these geodes first, and I want room in my inventory. It opens at 9, so da da da. But yeah, I was I was bullied relentlessly for being into mummies. I remember that distinctly. Don't bully people for things they like. Don't do that. Unless it's something illegal, then you can bully them for that. I give you permission. But otherwise, don't be unkind, okay? Be nice to people. Do you have any interesting hyperfixations or intense interests that people might consider strange? If so, you should share them with me. Maybe you could find someone in the comments that has the same fixation as you. That could be kind of neat. We could all learn a little bit more about each other. I wonder if there's any other things I like that would be considered odd. I'm not sure. Let's see. Ancient Egypt was one. I like beetles. I have a little, well, not little, I guess it's life-size figurine of a beetle on my desk. Like one that you would see someone keep as a pet in Japan. I've never had a pet beetle, but I do think they're really cool. They have like external armor. They look like little warriors, and I think that's so fascinating. Oh, there we go. See, I knew. Oh, there we go again. I was like, I knew we'd get more earth crystals. Just like that. Let's see. Can I sell one of those? I'm too scared that I'm gonna click it twice. Hold on. I'm trying to remember all of my buttons. Okay, there we go. We'll sell one of those to him so that we can give the other one to Gunther. Gunther. I like saying Gunther. I like the way that sounds. I don't know what the proper way to say it is. Says Gunther. There we go. Sounds German, doesn't it? Oh, I guess I already did an earth crystal. I'm a dingus. What have we got? Blueprints for ancient seeds. Cauliflower seeds and ancient seeds. What's the right season for ancient seeds? I don't know. It said, could these still grow? I might end up Googling that before I plant them. I would hate for them to go bad or something like that. There's a lot of mods that add like extra plants to this game, but I wanted to stick with the main ones first before adding anything else. I feel like that was a smart decision, just to make sure I've got a good handle on what the game currently offers. I don't know if you've played Harvest Moon 3 for Game Boy Color. If anyone's experienced that before. That's a fun game. Da-da-da! There we are. We've got that. Let's see. I need that other kind of flower. You know what? I'm gonna Google the ancient seed real quick while I've got you guys here. Let's see. Ancient seed. Stardew Valley. Is it just any season? They're a type of seed that yields ancient fruit. Cannot be planted in garden pots in spring, summer, and fall. Wow. I guess I can go ahead and plant them now then. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. There we go. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gorgeous. See, we don't need Pierre. We are doing just fine without him. We are going to succeed without Pierre. And then I won't forget to fertilize my crops. Gorgeous. It's been a minute since I've looked for forage, too. We can definitely go look for some. Bum bum bum. Let's see, is there anything else I can make that I haven't thought about? making? Wood, fiber, and coal for a campfire. Wait, can I put that on the ground? Will that look pretty? Let's see, stone, wood, and fiber for a fire. Stone, wood, and fiber. Let's do a little bit of decorating. So I can put a little fire. Where can I put you at? Let's see. I can put you right here. I don't think I can light it. Oh, there we go. I can light it in the rain. I was thinking I wouldn't be able to do so. And then with sap, I can make little torches, but I'm not sure if I want to yet. I can make signs and text signs. I forgot that that's something I could do. I'm gonna make one. Stick it right here. Let's see. Fair wind farm. Just like that. Yay! Haha! That's completely useless, but it makes me feel good, so it's worth it. Let's go look for some forage down south. See if we can find anything. And then I think that we should focus on... Oops! Oh my gosh, I got myself stuck. We should focus on cleaning up the farm and getting more chickens. I think that would be a worthwhile goal. Getting more chickens, definitely. I'm getting myself all sorts of tangled up in here. I should probably make a clearer route so I can get south easier. There we go. And then there's a rock here. Okay. Yeah, I'll need to make a clearer pathway. My farm is still a bit of a mess. Of course, that's kind of to be expected on only the 9th day of spring. But still, I've got to work on improving it, making it the best it can be. Hi, darling. You messed up again. Would you like some bread? You're welcome. I like her. Cute little thing. I would say I'm not a big fan of kids, but I feel like that would be taken wrong. I do like kids. I think they're creative little individuals. It's neat the things that they think of, the drawings that they make, the ideas that they have. I don't think I'm exactly someone who's made to be a mom, at least not in my current stage in life. I feel like being a mom takes so much as a person. I have a great respect for people who are moms, who've got little ones, or people who are papas too. I feel like being a dad also takes a lot. Being a parent in general takes so much. I feel like I love my fur babies and I'm a good mom to them. Some people get bothered with that terminology. They're like, why would you say fur babies? It's not the same as having a kid. And I agree. It's not the same. Not at all. It's a completely different experience. But there still is something that you take care of and that you love, or someone rather. And I think that is definitely an adventure worth going on. I'd rather love and then be sad than go without experiencing love. I feel like the pain of loss is worth it. It's absolutely worth it. Is that too serious of a thing to talk about? Maybe. But I want to talk about it anyway. You can't stop me either. You could leave me in comments, but my comment section's pretty nice. I feel like I hardly ever have to deal with people being unkind, and I feel really blessed about that. A lot of YouTubers, and ones bigger than me, always say, don't read the comments. Whatever you do, don't read the comments. And I feel like that works for certain people, maybe. It's never quite been the way that I've done things, though. But I think it's just because I've been fortunate to have a really nice community. Like, even people who come in and are not a part of my community tend to kind of read the room for the most part and be kind. Not everyone does, but most people do. I feel like sometimes too, you might deal with someone who's mean, and then depending on how you handle them, you can change their mind. Not always, but I think it works a bit. Especially during streams. If you call someone out about being unkind and they see how it affects you, sometimes they'll change their tune and be like, oh my gosh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I actually would like to stay and watch you play a game or talk with you. I like when that happens. I feel like you change more people with kindness than you do with cruelty. Even if they don't always deserve that kindness. I don't think it's about deserving it. I think it's just, what can we do to change this person's perspective, you know? Changing perspectives is an amazing thing to be able to do. Speaking of, I cannot wait until this election season is over. I feel absolutely exhausted by all the politics on my feed lately. I know it's important, and I'm absolutely doing my part and voting and, you know, contributing to my country, but it is so exhausting. I feel like when politics are super controversial and super at the forefront, it's almost like I can hardly hear about anything else. I wonder how those of you overseas feel. Like, I'm an American, clearly, and so the politics of my country is important to me since it affects me and those I love. But I wonder how it feels to be someone who doesn't live here, since America is very heard about in the world. We're kind of important when it comes to media and other things, so you kind of can't help but hear about everything we've got going on. I imagine it's pretty exhausting, especially when you don't care about it. And I don't blame you for not caring about it at all. You'll never hear me shaming someone for just not wanting to be involved in politics. I totally get it. It's okay. You can vent to me about it, and I won't make you feel bad for it. But I just can't wait till it's over. And then we can move on to other things like, what did the world think about before that? What's something interesting? Video games, perhaps? Like the Switch 2, which inevitably is going to be coming out in the near future. I saw the re-release of one of the ukulele games, the first one. I saw that they said that they are going to be on the next Nintendo console. Ooh. I can't wait till we find out more information about that. I'm absolutely ecstatic about it. Let's see, summer, fall, summer. Cool. I was making sure I couldn't plant any of those. But yeah, are you excited too? I am. I can't wait. I'm just hopeful that we get better, like, graphical fidelity and all that good stuff. I want games to look super pretty. I know that's not the most important thing, but I feel like performance on the Switch has always been something that has been lacking. So, looks like it's Vincent's birthday today. I should give him a present. Let me see. Hold on. There you are, Vincent. I think it's F1. What does he like? Well, I don't have any of those things. Oh, he likes daffodils? Amethyst, apple. There's a lot of things that he's into. I could give him a daffodil. I think I've got one in here. Do I? Is that this? Yes! I'm going to give you a daffodil, Vincent. He'll be like, wow, you found this. There's my carrots! Ah, my first ever carrots. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. They look so cute. Have you ever grown carrots? I did when I was younger. They were very tiny and they were very bitter, but I like them anyway. Also, if you hear any noise, Cooper and Momo are currently in my bedroom. I let them stay because they were sleeping when I started recording, but you know how kitties are. They can be sleepy one day or one moment of a day, and then later on they're just like, oh my god, I got the zoomies, mother. I'm gonna save these. Perfect. Let's go check on our chickies. Bubba's. Hello, Bubba's. Hello, kid. So cute. So cute. There we go. I've got some new ideas to sleep on. Ooh, already. Developing all these new ideas. Let's go. I wonder where Vincent is this time of the day. He's probably at home. Yeah, he's at home. So let's go and see if we can find him there. Oh, there's another flower. Let's go. Da-da-da. I haven't seen any of the other flowers yet. We need those to make more of the wild seeds. So hopefully we can find some eventually. For anyone who plays this game on Switch, the 1.6 update comes out on November 4th, I believe. I gotta wait. Gotta wait to go into his house. Conflab it. So you've got a little bit left. For the longest time, I thought it was October 4th, and I was excited for no reason at all. I felt silly when I found out I had the date wrong. Speaking of, did you see that they added Stardew cards to Balatro? So exciting. I wonder what else they're going to add to Balatro. Balatro is such a good game if you have not played it. I really recommend it. Okay. I got you a present. He's like, can I open it now? Oh, let's give your mom a gift too. Oh my gosh, Jody. Jody, how dare you? I always feel so disturbed when a character's like, ew, I hate this. Because I feel like I'd never react that way to a gift. I get that that's how it is because it's a video game. That makes total sense. But still, oh my goodness. They get so angry sometimes. They're like, why would you give this to me? How dare you give me a flower? Disgusting. An egg? Gross. Oh, got a book. I never read the books. I should do that. Just like the books in Baldur's Gate. I read some of them. I know exposition is important, but sometimes I'm lazy or I'm in a rush to do things a certain way. I really want to continue my evil playthrough of Baldur's Gate. I feel like being an evil character can be a bit difficult for some people. I feel like it is hard, but at the same time it's really fun. Because it's counterpoint to how I am in real life. I feel like I'm always so considerate of other people's feelings, so when I get to play a game and be like, quote, evil, I don't know, it feels kind of good in a way, in a very sneaky way. So the bookseller is there tomorrow. I do not know where the bookseller sets up shop. I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna take a peek this way. Is there any more flowers so I can make any more seeds? Maybe? Maybe not? No, not yet? Okay. Come to me, flowers, please. I need you for seeds. I can't give Pierre my money. I'm not allowed to. Except for the backpack, because I am not torturing myself by not having a backpack. But you don't have to talk to him to buy it. You do not have to talk to him, so I don't think it counts. You know what's funny about giving yourself challenges in a game is you can decide exactly what the rules of that challenge are. and nobody can tell you otherwise. Mwahaha. We do have to make a silo eventually too. Store up that chicken feed. Let's drop this stuff off at the box over here. Hi, Pupper. Oh, I have to give you water. And our box is almost full. We're gonna have to make another one. There you go. Does anyone know what this space is for up here? I never know what that area is for. I'm sure I could figure it out, but I'm just not sure what its purpose is. But I do think it's interesting how it's always there. I've put stuff there, like decorated near it. I don't remember if I've decorated on top of it though. I don't actually remember if that's something that I can do. Da, 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 da. Oh, you know one thing I was gonna say I do like about Baldur's Gate as a fantasy game. So my character is a girl. The character that I am romancing in Baldur's Gate 3 is Shadowheart, who is also a girl. And I thought that some of the characters would say something about, you know, my character being gay or it being non-traditional romance, but they've literally just treated it like it's any normal romantic situation. And I really like that. I really like that. And then I was like, oh, well, of course characters in a fantasy setting aren't going to really think about gay or straight or any other kind of sexuality because you live in a magical world where people can cast spells and polymorph themselves into beings that only exist on another plane or turn themselves into bears and cats and birds and all these different mythical creatures. They don't care who you want to be intimate with in any sense of the word. And I just think that's really cool. It's so like fantastical, you know? I like that. All right, I'm gonna move some things around. I'm gonna make this stuff for Gunther. I'll make this one farming things. So let me move the seeds and the tools over here. I just thought that was neat. I don't know if any of you have really given that any kind of thought, but let's see. I'll put you in here too. And then, do I have anything else for Gunther? No, but I will move my crops over here too. I don't know. I like when games go true fantasy, where they're like, what would the world be like if it was not influenced by the things that influence us here on our earthly, American or otherwise kind of plane? I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this train of thought. I'm just going to talk about lots of random things, and maybe you'll be asleep and you just won't hear, or maybe you will, and I will be incredibly embarrassed when I realize that somebody actually replies in the comments about something I said. Let's see, do I need to do anything else? I've sorted stuff. I'm lower on energy. I'll just mess with a little more things, and then maybe tomorrow we can go to the mines after we check out this mysterious bookseller. Every time I say bookseller, I want to say potion seller. Potion seller. Potion seller. The great potion seller. Bring me your strongest potions. Potion seller. There we go. I think religion in video games is, in fantasy world video games, is a very interesting topic to look into. Like, I'm not gonna say any spoilers, but in Baldur's Gate, Shadowheart's religion and her goddess, Lady Shar, is a big part of the story. Just like Lae'zel the Githyanki, did I say that right? And her faith, and her queen, also a goddess, is her focus. And it's so interesting to look at their devotion to these gods that they can see and interact with, and it's so neat. And then Gale and his, I won't say too much about his because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone, but it's so interesting. I've always thought it'd be fun to make up like a fantasy character religion or something like that, to go down that journey. Here, I'm going to go ahead and sell those items since I want to get more money for the bookseller. Excuse me, darling. Perfect. Bum 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 ba da 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 da. All right, we'll go ahead and go to sleep for today. There we go. Oh, I got a mayonnaise machine already. Oh yeah, the sprinkler just looks like a stone in this. I'm gonna take a sip of my water. If you could make up a fantasy religion, what attributes do you think you would put into it? I think I'd want to do something involving nature. Sounds kind of self-serving, but yeah, like nature and the earth. The bookseller's in town today. Excellent. Oh, the axe quest. Of course, I will help you find your axe. But yeah, something nature related would be cool. Like a great tree that people could worship. And the great tree, maybe it's a fruit tree, and it provides all these different kinds of fruits, like many different kinds for certain seasons based on the nutrients that people need. That would be kind of cool, don't you think? Because a tree can provide shade, it can provide, oops, I almost butchered that. It can provide a home, nutrition. It can provide hydration if the fruit's really juicy. Protection, a place to hide. The leaves, you can use those for clothing if they're thick enough. There's a lot of uses for a tree. Trees are awesome. Let me see. How do I make the mayonnaise machine? I need earth crystals, copper bars. Got it. I'll have to get more earth crystals. Yeah, a tree god. That sounds reasonable to me, I think. Hello, little ones. Hello. What sweet little chickens you are. I love you dearly. Da-da-da. I don't think I have an incubator yet. Yeah, I don't have one unlocked yet. I've got to make my chicken pen bigger before I can make my own little chickens. We should definitely do that. Here, give me a moment. I'm gonna take a look on the internet and let's see. Stardew Coop upgrade. How expensive is it to upgrade our coop? 10,000 gold? Oh my goodness. Alright, we're a little bit away from that. I feel like it's gonna take us some time to get there. Maybe just a little bit of time. Just starting out. Sorry, chickens. Might have to purchase some more chickens before then. Or maybe I can just get really good at the mines. Oh, excellent. Okay. We're finally unlocking the community center. Hi there. Hi, Mary Lewis. What's he gonna say? What an eyesore. It is not. It's beautiful. This is the Pelican Town Community Center. Or what's left of it anyway. Yes, yes. It used to be the pride and joy of the town, always bustling with activity. Oh no. Now, just look at it. It's shameful. These days, the young folk would rather sit in front of the TV than engage with the community. But listen to me. I sound like an old fool. Jojakor has been hounding me to sell them the land so they can turn it into a warehouse. Pelican Town could use the money, but there's something stopping me from selling it. I guess old timers like me get attached to relics of the past. Ah, well. If anyone else buys a Jojaco membership, I'm gonna go ahead and sell it. You know, I think that's interesting. If anyone buys a membership, he's gonna sell it. So it's not you buying a membership that literally causes this to get turned over to Jojakor. It's Lewis. Cause and effect. Let's go inside. I love the idea that Concerned Ape came up with there being a literal community center. It's like a YMCA basically for the whole town, but with magic. What's this? I guess Vincent and Jazz must have been playing in here. This place is even more dilapidated than I remember. I love that word, dilapidated. There's one of the little babies. I have a plushie on my desk of one of those that one of you sent to me. I love it with all my heart. What's the matter? Are you ill? I'm like, no, I saw something. You saw something? I wouldn't be surprised if this place was full of rats. Just like the Gauntlet of Shard, Baldur's Gate 3, full of rats. You're worrying me, Fushi. Look, I think I'm gonna head home. I need some lunch. Go ahead and eat. Go eat your food. Hey, I'll keep this place unlocked from now on. Maybe you can help catch the rat if you have some extra time. I guess so. Yeah, we do have to come back and explore this building. Like right now. Let's go click on that thingy. Look at it. Ooh. Ah. Reminds me of the unknown text. I remember deciphering that as a child and feeling incredibly cool. There we go. Maru. Maru. Hello. She looks so cute with the doll skin. I love it. I love it. Let's see. Any more flowers? We gotta go find the bookseller. It says the bookseller's in town, so maybe they're like in the middle somewhere. Let's go see. Not over here. What about over here? No. Hi, Alex. Looking pretty cool. Oh, look. There's a sign. Perfect. Ah, so they're across the bridge? This is Jojakor. Whoa, I like the way they redesigned it. Yeah, this isn't where it is, but... Oh, that's right. It gives, one of the mods I'm using gives photos to NPCs who don't usually have pictures. I like this one. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna buy crops from her though. I feel like that's kind of cheating with my challenge. Shane's working. I wonder how a store like this stays in operation. Hello, Morris. I like how Jojakor is basically Walmart. Where is the bookstore? Is it down here? Somewhere? Doesn't look like it. Let's go back up. We followed the sign, but maybe we need to go north. Let's see. So it pointed this way. Ooh. I like when I see like bunches of grass. Yes. Okay. What about up? Here it is. We found it. Hello. Marcelo's books. Read to game farming. Oh my gosh, look at these. They're so expensive. But they do so much. Okay, so I can't buy them yet, but let's take a look at what they say. So, price catalog, you can see the value of your items. Woodcutters Weekly. Read this to gain foraging experience. You can run a lot faster through grass and crops. Gain extra speed on your horse. Run faster. Combat experience. And farming experience. Whoa! I didn't know what the books were for. That's so cool. Okay. That's good to know. Oh my goodness. Also, I keep yawning. I don't know. I hear my own voice played back to me, and for some reason it makes me sleepy. Oh, there we go. I can bring that to Gunther now. But, oh my gosh. I didn't know that's what books were for. So it's additional increasing of skills. We've got to save up for that then. It's going to be expensive, which means we're going to have to work really hard. When would you consider a Stardew Valley playthrough to be done? Ooh, another reward. Melon seeds, excellent. See, we don't need Pierre. We do not need him. Although I kind of need that backpack increase, so maybe let's go take a look and see how much that is, because I don't quite remember. Oh, Penny, would you like a flower? You're welcome. Da, da, da. You are lucky to have a library. Libraries are insanely important. I don't know how many of you are avid readers, but me and the local library when I was a kid. Okay, see, we don't have to talk to him, so we're allowed to buy that. Excellent. I did so many summer reading programs when I was little. Anyone have Joja Cola laying around? I could go buy you some. We could go buy him some, but then I'd have to support Joja Core. Hey, would you like a flower? You're welcome. You like it? You're gonna organize your clothes today and throw out all of last year's styles. I wonder what it's like to be a fashionista in a town where there's only so many people. I lived in a small town when I was younger, for a little bit, but I've mostly always been in cities. Hey, wait. Oh, never mind. Jody doesn't like me anyway. Oh, excellent. Ew, it smells. Why is it locked? I want to explore the sewers. I think Gunther has the key. Professor Gunther? The man who runs the museum? Why do you think he has it? I saw a big rusty old key fall out of his pocket one time. A creepy sewer door like this has just got to be a match for a big rusty old key. Spooky noises. Ooh. Run! There's something moving around in there. What could it be? I've been in the sewers before, so I do know what's in there. And I did put a really cute skin on Krobus, so I'm excited for you guys to see that. Eventually. My love. Leah, the shadow heart of Stardew Valley. I'm sorry if I annoy you guys with my shadow heart love. She's just my favorite character. I can't help it. I dressed a bit like emo and sometimes a little goth when I was in high school. Would you believe it? Sunshine and Rainbow's Fushi was an emo girl. I liked dark eyeliner. The darker, the better. I went to Hot Topic when I was lucky enough to be able to get things from there. I don't know. It was just fun. It fit in with like my music, like Evanescence and Within Temptation, OTAP, Megan Dia, all that stuff. That was my jam back then. It was my favorite. Da-da-da. These days I feel like I listen to pretty much all music, although lately I've been obsessed with this video. I posted it to Twitter, and I think I may have posted it to Blue Sky too, of this tribute to this prehistoric creature that may have an Evanescence song in it. It just reminded me of my love for that kind of music, so I've been jamming to Evanescence lately. So sorry if I sniffle in your ear. I've had some allergies lately. Elven allergies as the season changes. Different kinds of pollen and different plants come about, and I get a little sniffly. Oh my goodness. This music's so good. It totally hits. Hi, Jazz. I assume that's short for Jasmine. What do you think? Do you think her name is Jasmine and that's just a nickname? Or do you think her actual name is just Jazz? Could be either or. Pretty sure Jazz is a real name. Do you have any unique nicknames that you use yourself? I just go by Fushi. Although some people call me Fush or Fu or Mama Fu. I'm okay with any of that. Yeah, any variation of Fushi is fine with me. It all makes me happy. I just like when people call me Fushi, period, you know? It's nice to have people respect you for the name that you want to be called. Unless it's something like Your Majesty or Emperor of the Universe. I think for the most part, call people what they want to be called, you know? It's nice. I think a name is something incredibly special, and I think everyone should be allowed to choose their name for themselves. I don't think you should have to go through life with what you're given, you know? It's important. Yes, your parents can name you, but if you decide you want to change it or you want a nickname that fits you better, go for it. Especially in my world, with like streamers and things like that. We've got some funky names. We've got some really weird names in this community, and I love it. I love the weirdness of it all. I love to know the origin of names and usernames, like where they come from. It's my favorite kind of lore to learn about people. I'm like, why are you called what you're called? Where did your inspiration come from? What inspired you to be who you are? I've talked about my origin story many times. Mine's kind of simplistic, being a name that I just fell in love with, that my friend, my best friend at the time, just wrote on a piece of paper. And I was like, I like that. And then I Googled it, and I found out that Fushi meant immortal, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's me. I took it to mean immortal in spirit, like never letting the world get you down. And I think I need to remember that more often when things get hard. Don't let the world get you down. Always be smiling. Abs. Uh-oh, we don't have a ton of money for the merchant. Oh, we can go see the wizard now. My sources tell me you've been poking around inside the old community center. Why don't you pay me a visit? And then an egg festival tomorrow. Okay. So the egg festival is tomorrow. And we can go to the traveling cart. We don't have a lot of money though, so I feel like we're not going to be able to buy very much. If you see me randomly open and close my inventory, no you didn't, or the chest, it's just because I forget. Because like I said, I've been playing Story of Seasons as well, so I kind of mess up the controls and mix them up with that. Hi little babies. There we go. There's your food. You enjoying your food? I know, it's good little chickens. I love my chickens. They're so cute. The cutest little nuggets. Who have I not met yet in Stardew Valley? I'll be able to meet everybody at the, Wait. Who's this? Oh, Caroline. What interesting art they gave her. For some reason, it always takes me forever to run into Harvey. Yeah, we gotta go see the wizard. Da-da. I'm off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Speaking of Wizard of Oz, I've seen so many ads on my feed for Wicked, that movie about the Broadway musical, and I have no interest in seeing it. I don't mean that in a cruel way. I just genuinely have no interest in seeing it. Do you want to know a piece of Fushi trivia that might be a little embarrassing? I, most of the time, really don't like musicals. Ooh! Produces tea leaves during the final week of each season except winter. No watering necessary. Ooh! I could buy corn seeds. I might buy the corn seeds. Corn, 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 corn. How about corn? But yeah, so I love singing songs for musicals. Like, I know some of the songs from Wicked. I know songs from the Lion King version of the musical and things like that, but I don't actually like watching musicals. I don't know what it is. I'll explain more after this. After we talk to the wizard. Da, da, da. I am Rasmodius, seeker of the arcane truths. Mediary between physical and ethereal. Master of the 7 elements. It's the avatar. Keeper of the sacred you get the point. And you, Fushi, the one whose arrival I have long foreseen. Here, I'd like to show you something. We're gonna do drugs. Behold. is baby. There's baby. Hello, I am baby. You've seen one before, haven't you? It is I. The Junimos. Junimo. Mysterious spirits, these ones. For some reason, they refuse to speak with me. Jumino. They're so cute. I'm not sure why they've moved into the community center, but you have no reason to fear them. I'm like, oh, but there's like a book. You found a golden scroll written in an unknown language? Most interesting. Stay here. I'm gonna see for myself. I'll return shortly. There he goes. He's so magical. We're just like hang. Oh! He came back. I found the note. The language is obscure, but I was able to decipher it. We, the Junimo. I'm going to say that wrong a million times. Even though I know what they are, I'll always go, Jumino? Junimo? Are happy to aid you. In return, we ask for gifts of the valley. If you are one with the forest, then you will see the true nature of this scroll. Junimo, Junimo, Junimo. Forgive me whenever I say it wrong. One with the forest, what do they mean? It means a forest elf. Ah, aha. Come here. You must do drugs. My cauldron is bubbling with ingredients from the forest. Baby fern, moss grub, caramel top toadstool. Can you smell it? Here, drink up. Let the essence of the forest permeate your body. I'm like, okay. Gulp, gulp. Uh-oh. Oh no, tummy ache. Tummy ache. This is great. This is where I want to be. When I'm like having a chill weekend. This is me. I'm just one with the trees. I'm floating with the trees. Drinking the forest. Caramel topped toadstools and ferns and all that. You gain the power of forest magic. Now you can decipher the true meaning of the scrolls. Yay! Can I read it here? Let's go! Oh, a sticky bundle? That's a new one. So we've got fall, summer, and winter forage bundles. Uh-oh. I do need some spring onions. We can go check and see if there are any there. And we've got the Egg Festival tomorrow. I love that one. That one's one of my favorite. But a sticky bundle. Exciting. Gotta collect a whole bunch of tree sap, don't we? But yes, I don't like musicals. I don't know what it is. I think it's the ones that have a lot of artificial smiling. Like there was that show. Oh, yay. We needed one of these. And we needed these. I think it was called Schmigadoon. I don't know. It had one of the brothers in it. I don't remember if it was Key or Peele, Dove Cameron, some others. I don't know. I feel like I get secondhand embarrassment when I watch musicals. Like they make me feel really awkward. The Lion King musical is okay. I like that. Or like, trying to think if there are any others that I liked. I don't know what it is. Musicals just make me feel uncomfortable. Like I know Hamilton is really popular and a lot of people like it, but I don't want to watch somebody sing. I love singing. Like I love concert singing and that sort of thing. Like acting and stuff like that. I think that's really cool. I don't know. Maybe I don't make sense. I'm sorry if it offends anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but it's just the way that it makes me feel. Let's see, I need to deliver... Where did I put the axe? Ah, there we go. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Does anyone else relate? I mean, some musicals are okay, but a lot of them just make me feel rather strange. Like I shouldn't be watching what's happening. It's different than a concert. To me. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, don't be mad at me if it's something you really enjoy. And if you are in musicals, you should be super proud. And you're incredibly talented. And I am rooting for you. Even if I don't like to watch them. There you go. Hi. I know I did get to see her on the community center. I delivered her axe. Let's see. With big chest recipe. A big chest. Waifus. Okay. Let's see. I don't think there's anything there that I want to get for now. Hello, Demetrius. Demetrius, darling. Darling, darling. I usually do really good in the egg festival. So I'm gonna try my best tomorrow. Yay! We're gonna make more seeds. We're gonna make more seeds. Grow so many crops. Grow so many crops. See, and I love to sing. Even if I don't like musicals, I love to sing. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. McDonald's. What song's been stuck in my head lately? So many. So many. So little time to sing them. I want to find like a new artist to get into. I want something with delicate and airy female vocals, I think. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Only want one of those. And then for the bundle, let's take a look and see what we need. That, and that. Oops. Keep clicking on the wrong things. Like I'm a disaster. We need that, and that. Let me see if I've got it yet. Nope. That. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. There we go. One of those is not needed. That's needed. That's needed. That's needed. That one's not. We need the spring onion, which I think I sold. Okay. There we go. That. Okay, perfect. I think those are the ones that I need. Yuppers. Yuppers. Okay. And then that means, do I have enough? I've only got the one of those flowers. So we will set that aside and save that one. Yes, okay. My sincerest apologies. There we go. Oh, it gets confusing to jump back and forth between so many different games. It's a lot to focus on. Are there any games that you had to restart a bunch of times to get through? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had to do that with Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2. I had to start those ones several times. And then I think, there we go. But then I finally got through them and I felt really good about that. But it did take me a couple goes. I still never got Cosmos in Xenoblade 2. I'm still bitter about that. I wanted to get her so badly. She's so cool. Alright, now we can cut down some trees. I say as a forest elf, it feels dark, but we must. Yeah, I never got Cosmos. I always wanted her. Or Cosmos? What's the right way to say that? All I know is I had one of the Xenosaga games as a child. Didn't get very far because I was young at the time that I had it. And I always thought she was the prettiest thing. Pretty anime girls were always very entrancing when I was a little girl. Anime was so much harder to get your hands on when I was young too. I'm happy for kids these days where they've got, you know, YouTube and Crunchyroll and so many different ways that they can get access to anime. I bet some of you watching can relate to being like young and your friend, you know, recorded some Dragon Ball Z on a VHS tape and they bring it over and you guys watch these episodes that have nothing to do with each other just because it's what you had access to. I'm glad things are more accessible. It's a good thing. I mean, it can also be bad in certain ways. Like if you have too much, it makes it kind of hard to decide what to do. Does that make sense? Like how many years ago you had to save up if there was a game that you wanted to play, and then that game was what you had for weeks and weeks. You didn't have something else that you could play for a while. But now there's all of these subscription services with video games, so you can just kind of play whatever you want. It's really interesting how different that is. Gonna keep gathering as much of that as possible. That's a little reminder for me that I need to get as much of that as I can. But yeah, isn't it interesting? I feel like sometimes having too many options can make choice a very paralyzing thing. Like when you have a fridge full of food and you're like, I don't know what I want to eat. And then you end up choosing something that's not as good, or food goes bad. I don't know. I'm going to make a good choice tonight, though. I am going to try and make my very own red sauce for the first time. Like a marinara sauce. So my strategy is I'm going to roast a bunch of veggies in the oven. Roma tomatoes, fresh garlic, sweet peppers, and onions. And then, after they're done roasting, I'm going to blend them, immerse them together with some olive oil and some fresh basil. And then I'm going to cook it down a little bit on the stovetop and then put it over some fresh pasta. That sounds really good, doesn't it? I think it sounds awesome. I mean, I hope it's awesome. I've never made my own red sauce. I've always used the sauce in a jar. Staircase, let's go. Yush. I never use the staircases, but maybe I'll get lazy and use them eventually. But yeah, I'm gonna make my own red sauce. I'll let you know how it turns out. I hope it's really good. Today's the day of the festival. And also we have a bunch of plants. Let's go. Look at us. What's your favorite recipe to cook? I know you've got to have one. Something you like to make or that you're known for making? For me, it's usually really homey things. I'm really good at making cottage pie. That's a shepherd's pie, but it's beef instead of lamb. Mac and cheese, chicken noodle soup. I make some really good chili. My chili is a little sweet, a little savory, a little spicy. I like to use beans and beef and adobo peppers, and super good. I always cook with a lot of garlic. Just enough garlic. I don't think there's really such a thing as too much garlic. I mean, I'm sure there would be chefs that would say, like, yes, there is too much garlic, but I simply do not agree. I feel like the more garlic, the better it is for your soul. I made a homemade pizza the other day. I made drop biscuit dough and I cooked it in a cast iron and I baked it. Drop biscuits usually don't use yeast, and I think it turned out awesome. It was so good. It was genuinely pretty good. I'm hoping if I make too much pasta sauce, then I can use the leftover pasta sauce for some pizza. Wouldn't that be cool? All right, let's make some more seeds. See, 1, 2, excellent. Da 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 da. Yeah, let's get that out. Perfect. Okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There we go. I think I counted right. We'll find out. My field doesn't always have to be orderly. It does once I get sprinklers down, though. It has to look nice with the sprinklers. But I know I didn't need to dig. I'm just realizing I had those fertilized spots in the middle, but shh, 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 shh. It's okay, you didn't see that. You didn't see that. Shh. I'm making myself do this Stardew series without like redoing any takes because I want to show you guys authentic Fushi in action. This is what ADHD is like. If anyone in the comments currently has ADHD, this is what it feels like to hyper focus and mess up. And for a bunch of people to see it happen to you. Oh my god, I feel like such an idiot. I'm sorry. Shh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Alright, let's go look for some eggs. Let's go look for some eggs. Look, we found a twisty spoon. Distraction. I don't like you, Pierre. Hello, Shane. Hello, no one talks to me. I come for the deviled eggs. Poor baby. I love him so much. I won't read everyone's dialogue aloud because it is a lot. But basically everyone's excited for the egg festival. Elliot, you're so cool. I forgot you were a mermaid. There's Emily. And Jody looking scary. Marnie. Demetrius. Hi, George. Hello, Evelyn. Fairy godmother. Da-da. Nice music. There's Gus. He's the one I haven't talked to yet. I gotta go see Clint. Da-da-da. Demetrius. Robin. Caroline. She looks kind of like the girl from The Ring. She reminds me of like a swamp creature or something. Hi, Willie. A lot of you guys responded when I called him a Selkie in the comments, so thank you for reaffirming. And then Kelpie is the horse one, I think is what you guys said. So thank you for responding to me. You're all so sweet. I gotta go and respond to more of the comments that I received. Hi, Abigail. Hi, Sebastian. Yay! I finally talked to everybody. I'm so happy. It only took me several days to achieve talking to everyone. Okay, you guys ready for me to go look for eggs? Okay. I'm gonna do my best. I am hyper focused this time. No ADHD allowed, okay? Should we go south or north? I'm gonna go south. And I'm gonna do my best. And let's see. Go, 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 go. Okay. All right, here's one. There we go. And two. That's just a decoration. All right. 3. Okay. 4. All right. 5. I saw one up here. 6. Oh. Okay. 7. Okay. 8. And 9. 10. One over here. 11. Oh! How did I do? I was so focused. I was so focused. Look at all these eggs. Let's see. Oh. Thank you. I'm so happy. I did it. Yay. I got a hat. I got a hat. Nice, 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 nice. Fushi got a hat. Beautiful. Let me go fill up my watering can real quick. I feel like such a high achiever. I don't know if I've ever lost the egg festival. I think because it's pretty easy. Maybe the first year I did it. Maybe I didn't win the first year, but once you know how to play, it's pretty easy. And to sleep. I go. Gorgeous. Well, I think we've made a good bit of progress. Haven't been a super achiever. Looks like there's a bunch of things to do starting today. So we've leveled up some of our skills. We need to do more fishing for sure. We've increased our love with a couple residents. We need to give a birthday gift to Haley, which I think I will save for the next episode. Oh, I can give her a flower. That's nice. We've got to get other people to love us a bit more. We've crafted a couple things. We're working on our love with our animals. We're getting there. We've got forest magic. We can start working on those bundles. I should be able to complete this bundle here next and then move on to the others. A sticky bundle. That's really exciting. Also, I can't wait till berry forage day. Y'all know I love to collect those berries and then use them for energy for the mines for a little bit until we get something better. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, that it brought you comfort and joy and many other good and fuzzy feelings. I'll let you know how my pasta sauce turns out and my adventures in Baldur's Gate without spoilers, as always. And I'll see you for the next episode. I love you guys. Have an amazing week, day, month, whatever you're doing. I hope it goes splendidly. Goodbye.